Okay, guys, I'm gonna take you back in time. We're at the turn of the century in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta's racial tension was on an all-time high. A county just above Fulton, there was a firestorm brewing. A woman attacked, she said, by two young black men were accused and pulled, basically randomly, pulled off the street from their homes and lynched. And it set off a firestorm. Over 1,000 people fled their homes in fear. And it trickled down into the metro. And then there was the race riot of 1906. More people were injured, hundreds of people injured, few people killed. Again, racial tension in Atlanta. And now we're standing on Sweet Auburn Avenue where the black success has been surmountable, like it's everywhere, so much success. But black people still needed, in Jim Crow South, a place to be at peace, to work in peace, to shop in peace, to entertain in peace, to go to the movies in peace. And then the Grand United Order of the Odd Fellows stepped in.
Hello, my name is Demetrius Feaster. I'm a member of the Grand United Order of Odd Fellows. I'm the District Grand Master of Jurisdiction number 18 here in Georgia. To my right, I have my right support, Brother Christopher McDonald. To my left, I got Brother Daniel Jones, who is our noble father. We are the Odd Fellows.
I want people to understand what the importance of this building was and how your organization involved themselves in the making of this structure.
The tallest building was built first, and that was built in 1912. And the significance of its construction is that here on Auburn Avenue, this 1 mile strip, black people couldn't build or do anything of any significance in business outside of the strip because we were forced to erect our buildings here. So the very first fraternity in Atlanta was the Grand United Order of Odd Fellows. Mm-hmm. And they pulled together their money to build the big, tall building that we see that everybody drives by first. And then in 1914, they built the atrium. The atrium was the biggest building to seat the most human beings in a facility ever on earth at that time. One of the main key points that I saw for black people here is Atlanta also had a big fire. Even in despair or even in trauma, black and white people still couldn't mix. So what the Grand United Order of Odd Fellows did at that time was offer refuge for all the black people. $250,000, and under the leadership of Benjamin J. Davis, he organized all the thousands of lodges. These are thousands of lodges. Came together, gave them their tax money, had them pay it, and he ran it for decades. And if it wasn't for Benjamin J. Davis, this wouldn't exist. It's the first fraternal building. There were other smaller ones, but as time grew and as time went on, they owned buildings. Their members owned them. They also started this company called Atlanta Life Insurance. So Atlanta Life Insurance initially was for the order, not just Georgia. I'm talking about the Grand United Order of Odd Fellows in America, period. The entire black diaspora of people who wanted to have generational wealth and pass it down to their black people. The first way you would do it through, a will and life insurance. So Atlanta Life Insurance and Brother Herndon was one of the integral pieces of the financial aspect of the Odd Fellows in America.
There was so much brilliance on Auburn Avenue at that time. And the thing that blew my mind on this project was when you look at how much $250,000 was in 1912 equates to $7.5 million today.
The life insurance was the backbone of the order because the other company or the other fraternity called the Independent Order of Odd Fellows was the white organization. A group of brothers tried to join the Independent Order of Odd Fellows, and they said, no, the dynamics here in America. We don't have y'all around us. And so a guy by the name of Peter Odgen overheard it because these are shipmen. These are brothers who brought merchants and goods from around the world, and they stayed on these ships and they traveled around the planet. And the reason why these brothers approached these Independent Order of Odd Fellows was because they understood that insurance, like I said before, was the fastest and quickest and easiest way to create generational wealth. The independent at that time was not allowing that. They didn't want us to do that. So when we got in with it, we established it. There were other insurance companies, but nothing like Atlanta Life Insurance was something different. The Grand United Order of Odd Fellows Jurisdiction 18 was the biggest jurisdiction of its time, meaning that the Committee of Management was here at one point. The building in itself was designed by Robert E. Pharrow. He was the architect of that time. Now you'll probably see that a white guy was involved with it. He wasn't truly involved with it. He was just white. And remember, the state is governed and ran by white people. So in order for you to get something done, somebody had to tell a lie. This building was made by Black people for Black people, and it was revered.
You know, when I first stepped under this building and really looked at it for the first time, I know like your order was based in Europe. So in Europe, this Jacobean architectural style, very Tudor-esque, you know, they do have the terracotta faces, but over in Europe, they're Caucasian, European people. But because your order in North America is African-American, Pharrow flipped the castings to be Black faces instead of European faces. And I'm just taken aback by how beautiful these faces in the terracotta stone are. It's incredible to me.
If you ever see the Odd Fellow symbol where there's a hand and then there's a heart, purity of heart, your hand over your heart, and then also too, it's not a gavel, it's a chisel, and that's workmen. Those are different types of workmen, because in this building you had various types of labored skills, doctors, you name it. If you look up at the top, you'll be able to see the torch symbolizing that we'll pass this. We hold the torch currently. We'll pass the torch down. It's kind of like the Olympics. It's the same thing. The order as itself is, here in America, has been primarily a business fraternity. Those that are into business and do business, it was like the very first union, before unions were a union here in America for Black people. Legends were booked here.
Oh, yeah.
I can only imagine the sounds coming off the top of this roof, just standing here, listening to it. And because you know, it's open up there, so they would have that.
And I heard that Count Basie was up there, Billie Holiday was up there, Pearl Bailey was up there. Everybody who performed in y'all's auditorium, because it was in the building, would go upstairs to the rooftop, dance, sing, perform. It's just the thought of that happening at the turn of the century explains why this was Sweet Auburn Avenue. It oozed with Black excellence. I just, if I could only go in a time machine and go back.
Absolutely.
Just for that.
Absolutely.
Just to experience this Odd Fella in its aura and the energy of that space and time. I just can't imagine. There are no words for the masterfulness of this design and the thoughtfulness that Pharrow took to design a building with so much heart and so much soul, and that it still stands today over 100 years later. It's irreplaceable.
All my life I've been a slave, and I don't want the world to know.
Thanks for virtually tagging along with me on today's episode of Yo, Did You Know? A Travelogue web series that follows me, Jen Ferris, a seasoned film and TV location scout into film-friendly communities to reveal history hidden in plain sight, the artistry of architecture, and oftentimes the change makers who made those communities special. Did you learn something new today? Well, let's keep exploring together at YoDidYouKnowSeries.com.